Afternoon, everyone. I thought it was about time. God, this chair's squeaky. Sorry, that's going to get annoying quickly. I thought it was about time I put out an update on my own little line of speakers, the HA series. So, 3 speakers I'm doing: the HA35. These are the prototypes. The HA36, which you've seen in a couple of my videos. They are finished. To date, I haven't kind of released any of these properly, which is what I want to talk about. To date, I have 5 pairs out there. 1 pair is my kind of completed finished prototypes, which you might have seen in another video recently. They're with a guy at the moment whose speakers I'm repairing, and the feedback from them has been really good. So I'm happy with the HA36. It's a great speaker in my eyes. One of those speakers that you just really get sucked into listening to. And yeah, all the feedback has been really positive. So yeah, mega pleased. So they're done. These are the prototype pair of my HA35s, which use the same tweeter as the HA36. This tweeter will also be used in the larger HA38. These use a 5-inch treated paper cone woofer. The HA36 uses a treated paper cone 6.5-inch mid-bass driver, and the larger 3.8 will use an 8-inch woofer. The 3.6 has a super tweeter on the top. Just show you something. So I mentioned before in another video that getting the tweeters I was using, I call them a super tweeter, but they're really helping with the off-axis performance. That's the main idea behind them. I can't get them anymore, and I was pleased with them, but not 100%. So I've been experimenting with these Dynavox ribbon tweeters, which are a super tweeter. They go up to 35 kilohertz. And what I like about them is the mesh matches this. It's the same kind of hexagonal pattern. So on the 3.6 you will see this as well, and on the 3.8. Oddly enough, I had a guy contact me who sells the Coles Super Tweeter, which really is the tweeter involved in the speakers that inspired me to do this. And I can get those for 28 quid a unit. So, you know, that would be nice, but I think I really should do something different. So that tweeter is fantastic. So this is the 3.5, the HA35, like I say, a 5-inch woofer, same tweeter. This tweeter crosses fairly low to these woofers. I'm using the same crossover design on this, the HA36 and the 3.8, so they're uniform. So if you were to use these speakers, say for example these as a surround pair and the larger ones as your fronts, then the sound signature would be very similar. That's the kind of idea behind them, so they all have the same sort of character. These cabinets I've built myself. I've taken the view that I'm going to build the cabinets myself. My main concern initially was just to get the fit and finish right, which is why I went out to a cabinet builder who did a fantastic job. The cabinets he built were just fantastic, but quite a lot of money in all honesty, and obviously I have to try and make something on that cost and dissolve it into my product. But I was still building the front baffles, the frames for the covers, clothing those, finishing the cabinets in terms of flattening them off and oiling them. So I put some effort into my build process for the cabinets. And under here is my table saw, which has a couple of vacuums on it, so I can run up the cabinets really quickly. And what I'm now using is a real wood bezel, which glues to the front and forms the recess for the baffle to fit into. And I've veneered these. I've got my veneering technique down so I can really nicely book match these all the way around, as you can see there. Maybe you can see that. And I'm veneering the back as well. And using contact adhesive, I can veneer both cabinets, a set of cabinets, in a couple of hours, because you can work on them after I do two sides, opposite sides, run them on the trim router, quickly sand off the tops and the bottoms, and then I can do the top and bottom, run them around the trim router, and then I can do the backs. It just doesn't take long. And because I'm using a real wood front, the veneer just comes up and over. I don't have to worry about mucking around with veneer around the front or anything. So that reduces the overall cost. I can then build lots of cabinets flat packed, and then as and when orders come in, they just get glued up, and off we go. What else? So yeah, really pleased with these, and that opens the door for lots of different veneer finishes. With the cabinet builder, I was locked into buying pre-veneered sheets, whilst I could get them made with raw MDF and then veneered. There was obviously more cost to that, so I have a good supplier for the veneer, and this now opens up a door for offering so many different finishes. I can get this batten, which is 10mm by 20mm, in loads of different wood. It matches a lot anyway if I couldn't get the exact thing, but these are in American walnut. I can do rosewood, ebony, oak, oh god, what else is out there? Yeah, tons of them. So I'll probably try and stick with a palette of 5 or 6 veneers, but one-offs are then an option. These fronts haven't been finished because these are in the process of having the crossovers designed. I'm doing that, voicing them as well, you know, listening to them after I've done all the measurements, clipping the crossovers to the cables on the back. They will be ported. At the moment the port is blanked off, so on the back of these is felt, which forms my gasket for the box. It also takes some resonance out of the baffle, and yeah, for the time being plugs that hole up. So they will be ported, and hopefully they'll, for a 5-inch woofer, have reasonable bass. But I'm quite excited about these, and yeah, really pleased with how I can get the finish on these done. The HA38 is still up in the air. That's going to be the same size as a BC1, but having finished the HA36 and listening to that a lot, and also getting feedback on those, I'm beginning to wonder whether I really need to build that speaker, because the bass is really good. And I've toyed with the idea of just ditching the 8-inch woofer and going straight to a 10, and maybe using 2 of these and a super tweeter. But I don't know. And I'm toying with the idea as well of doing a centre channel, just to kind of round off the range. So if you were to use these, you know, as your main left and rights, or the larger ones, and these as your surrounds, there is a centre channel option, which would be 2 of these woofers and that tweeter. But yeah, that's a bit further down the line. So in terms of physical size, these are 20 centimeters, 20 centimeters, 30 centimeters high. The 3.6 is 25 centimeters, 25 centimeters deep, and 50 centimeters tall. The HA38 will be 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters by 60 centimeters. So yeah, that's the plan. Pricing wise, I really must bolt that down, especially now I'm building the cabinets myself. I would like to be doing these for just under £1,000. The 3/6, the pairs I've sold have gone out the door for 1,550, 1,550, which now I'm going to build the cabinets myself. I would like to bring that down a little bit. And then the 3/8, I don't know, probably around the £2,000 mark, something like that. We'll have to see. So yeah, these will be, all the range will have black plywood fronts. I love the way the grain wakes up when you spray them, and they will have Velcro around them covering the baffle screws, which is how you access everything from behind. So yeah, a little update really. So now I'm about done with these, and I'm about done with the 3/6s. We're in the middle of July. At the end of July, assuming these are done, I'm going to try and do a nice neat and tidy release video for these and the 3/6, and talk about the larger model as well. And then that will be it. In terms of ordering these, it will be ordering direct from me. My email address will be at the end of the video. I will be including UK shipping free within the sale price. I won't be selling these abroad. They're not going to be shipped out of the UK. If that's something you wanted to do yourself, I would post to a UK address, but beyond that, it's your responsibility. They will all carry a 1-year warranty, return to base warranty, covering any defects at all, any damage that's kind of the purchaser has done. Well, obviously I will repair them, but that will be at a cost. But yeah, any malfunctions in them in the first year or manufacturing defects, yeah, will obviously be covered free of charge. So yeah, also in the release video I'll do some really nice photos, all the measurements as well. I will disclose those, their impedance sweeps, everything like that as well, and hopefully some reviews, which would be nice. I've been talking to a YouTuber who has a lot of subscribers, who is willing to have a good listen to these and hopefully do a video on them, which would be nice. So yeah, we're back on track really. So watch this space. If you're interested, I do have quite a list of people that have emailed me, really waiting for me to finish them and get them out. So if you want to add yourself to that list, please email me. But like I say, end of this month I'll do a proper release. So yeah, thanks for your support as always and watching, and catch up with you soon.